What's going on, guys? It's John with Bull-Throttle Trading. Happy Friday. Today's video, I wanted to give you guys a lesson on how to use the simple moving average indicator. So the simple moving average, it's kind of like the EMA, but I wanted to show you guys how I set it up. I use it a little bit differently than I think a lot of people do. So I want to give you guys a good understanding of why I set it up the way I do and how I use it to kind of see a trend that a certain stock is following, so that I can try, if I see a stock that is in an uptrend on the longer term, then it would make more sense for me to try to day trade on that with it showing this upward momentum. So if you guys are ready, let's kick it off. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to add the simple moving average to our chart. So you can see I've kind of stripped all the other indicators away right now. So again, we're going to go to Studies, and we're going to go to Edit Studies, and then we're going to search for Simple. Alright, and then we'll see Simple Moving Average here. So we're going to double click on this. Alright, now what I like to do on this is I like to change this to show me, I want to see what's happening over a 6-month period. So this is more of a slower moving indicator, right? And we use this with the EMA. So I like to change this 9 right here to 180. It's not going to let me do it. Why isn't it letting me do it? There we go. Okay. So we're going to type in 180 here. And then I like to change the color of this one to green because I have my EMA at that blue color. Again, you could put it at whatever color you like. This is just the way I like to set it up. So I'm going to hit OK, and we can see that we now have 180, 0, no, and close. So that's what we want to see. Then we'll hit Apply, and then we'll hit OK. So now we can see we have this green SMA line here, right? And again, this works like the EMA line, but instead it's on a longer period of time. So we're now, it's averaging these prices based on a 6-month length of time, basically. So we can see that it doesn't react as quickly as the EMA does to these price changes, right? And the reason why we want to do that is because this is helping us see what the stock is doing long term while we're taking a position. So if we're on the 1 minute 1 day chart, right, and I have it zoomed in on just today right now, right, so I can see that from looking at this SMA line, even though I could see that there's a lot of movement and the direction isn't really clear on DGAS right now, I can see that on a 6-month average that it's in an uptrend, which is telling me that natural gas is in a downtrend. So now we can see that our SMA line has kind of leveled off. So we can see we've been consolidating a little bit. We've been hitting this same resistance point. So now it's a good indication that we might start to see a reversal, and that's where this SMA line comes in nice, right? So we can see that we've been kind of hitting this close, this support line right about here, right? So we've been hitting it 3 times, and our SMA line is now starting to plateau, right? And it's starting to show us that, all right, we're losing this upward momentum that we've had on a 6-month period. So now remember, this chart is going to react faster than this SMA does. So we might see that DGAS might drop and hit this SMA line and bounce back up, and we might start to see these higher highs, but we can also see that it may just start to downtrend. Now again, when I trade DGAS, I like to follow what natural gas is doing. So if I pull natural gas up, right, so this is the last 24 hours on natural gas, and we see this big sell-off, right? So we see this SMA line is showing us this sell-off. Well, this was on DGAS, this was that climb, right? So now we're starting to see this plateau. And looking at this chart right now, okay, we can look at, we're very, very oversold, right? So we're starting to see that natural gas may start to pick up now. So if I go to the 180 day, so this is the 6 months, so this is why this SMA line is based off of, right? Now look at where natural gas is trading. It's extremely oversold, right? Extremely oversold. So we're starting to see this change of a reversal. Now that we're looking at this 6-month path, we can kind of see the overall trend of natural gas right now a little bit better. So we can see that we have this higher lows right here, right? So we're starting to see a reversal starting to form, okay? And then we have these higher highs, right? So we can see that, whoops, we can see that natural gas is now starting this uptrend. And within this uptrend, we have a few days of uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, up, down, right? So we're following this plan. And we're seeing that natural gas is approaching this support that it's following the same pattern, right? So if we go back to DGAS and we start to see this reversal where it's going to change direction, we shouldn't be surprised by that, right? So this is the 180 day on DGAS. So we can see now we had this uptrend and we're starting to see this downtrend, and we can see this similar pattern, right? So now right here we've had a few days where DGAS has gone up, and now we're kind of hitting this. If we mark these lower lows here, we can see now that we're hitting this pattern. So it's probably going to start to downtrend. Okay, now we can see I'm up on the day right now, $93.20 on DGAS. I'm going to go back to the 1 minute chart. And now at this point, do you think it would make sense for me to take a position in DGAS with what we just looked at? By using this SMA line, we can see now that the overall trend on a 6-month period is now starting to form this possible reversal, okay? So if we're trading on the day, yeah, even though overall natural gas may start picking up and DGAS may start selling off, isn't it better to trade with the trend? Okay, so we can see now DGAS is starting to sell off. We've hit this support point, and we've kind of been consolidating here, right? So we have the support down here, so we have this window that we've kind of been trading in. So Fridays are usually slower market days anyways. There's a good chance that this can just kind of consolidate all day. And again, nothing's guaranteed. We might start to see these higher highs. We might start to see these lower lows. And because of that, we have this consolidation period. We don't really have direction, okay? We could see that, all right, we're losing momentum on this SMA line. We looked at the 180-day charts, and we're seeing that a potential reversal is starting. So with that information, again, would it make sense for me to try to take a position on DGAS? I'm going to say probably not, okay? I'm up on the day about $93.20. Fridays is typically, like I said, it's a slower day. I do not perform as well on Fridays as I do on other days during the week. So right now, I'm probably just going to continue to watch this and see what it does. And, you know, I may not even take another position and just call it a day with $93.20. So I'm just, again, I'm waiting for confirmation of one way or the other. I could try to possibly take a position when I'm down at this support level and try to ride this margin. So I got about 2.18% margin that I could possibly capitalize on. However, again, we could see that DGAS is now, it's starting to show us that there's a potential reversal, and I may not want to take a position in DGAS. So because of this, on the flip side, I may want to try to play with that margin on UGAS. So now that we could see, again, with this SMA line, we've had this downtrend, and we're starting to possibly form this reversal. Okay, and we have this resistance level here, and we have this support level down here, right? So we can see that UGAS is trading in this window. Now maybe I might want to take a position and try to capitalize on this percentage of margin, right? Because there's more of a chance, given what this SMA line is showing us, that now we're going to see this reversal and you guys is going to start to pick up. So again, I'm giving myself more of a chance to start seeing an uptrend. And again, I want to trade with the trend. So by using this SMA line, I can see that, you know, we possibly might be building this reversal, and that you guys would probably be a better position to start taking now versus DGAS, right? So I hope that this gives you guys a better understanding of how to use the simple moving average and why it's important to use it over a 180-day period or a 6-month period versus, you know, like the EMA line, we're only doing a 15-day period. So again, it's to give us a better direction overall of what the stock's doing. Like this intraday trading is very, you know, minimal at affecting what this SMA line is doing. When this, you know, interday chart, this 1 minute chart moves a lot, that's when we start to see this SMA line start to change. So I hope that this brought you guys some value and be able to use the SMA line to help you guys make better trades. Please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and check out our Facebook group, Bull-Throttle Trading and Investments. And with that, I'm going to wish you guys a good rest of your day and a happy weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Thanks.